Yeah, bro. I remember that one time when like, Farley like he was telling me he was like, yeah, he's like, I saw my dad's cock on his computer in Dustin, and he said that his cock was like 12 inches at least, and later on that night he kept wanting to like see his dad's cock again, so like he took a mental picture of it and like play with himself while his dog Diesel was like right beside him, and like he had like Diesel pretend that he was his dad and had Diesel give him top. That is what Diesel did. Like he had his dog Diesel do that to him.
Does that dog look like Diesel?
He looked like a fucking diesel truck. Alright, and then one time Farley was telling me he was so fucking stupid that he thought Chris Brown took his dog. Chris Brown took his fucking dog. That's how fucking stupid this fucker is. He thought Chris Brown took his fucking dog.
Why do I remember that? I remember in school just hearing everybody keep talking about like how Chris Brown took Farley's dog.
It's like, how can he be... He's like, how can he be that fucking stupid? Or you... I'm like, Nick, he's dumb as fuck, honestly. Like, no cap, he dumb as fuck. Like, this kid literally... We literally had him eat... We literally made him eat dog shit in a burrito. Like, he thought it was a burrito, but we crashed up dog shit and made him eat dog shit.
Did you really?
Yes, we literally made, like, he thought it was burrito, made him eat dog shit. Like, we made him eat his dog, calling dog Chicos. Fucking, we made him eat dog shit.
How the fuck do you get confused on what dog shit is in a fucking burrito?
He's like, tasty.
Ew, dude.
And then one time I pissed on his pizza rolls. I literally pissed on his pizza rolls, bro. And like I pissed on the plate and like mixed it with mouthwash, and he's like taste minty, and ate like he ate 5 of my pissy pizza rolls.
Ew, dude.
He's like, take minty.
Farley's such a fucking jackass.
Like one time I literally like we put a rat trap between its legs, and we put like a mouse like right there. We went outside and we found a fucking rabbit, like a mouse rabbit thing, and we put it right between his legs, and the fucking like the mouse ate his fucking like gave him a blowjob, and then the fucking after the mouse gave him a blowjob, the fucker literally stood there and stood up, and we put a mouse trap on his penis, and the rabbit got in the mouse trap, and the mouse trap got between the fucking the penis, and like it goes crazy.
Bro.
Like, that's how fucking stupid this kid is. That's how fucking dumb this kid is. He literally told me once, the capital of our country is Zanesville, Ohio. I'm like, this nigga just said Zanesville, Ohio. He literally told me.
Capital of our country.
Zanesville, Ohio. Like, that's not even the capital of Ohio, and he said fucking Zanesville, Ohio. I'm like, this kid is fucking stupid. Zanesville, Ohio.
The capital of this country is New Zealand. It's like Farley.
He told me once. He was trying to tell me that he got the first place he got laid at was a fucking farm and fleet, like Tractor Supply.
What?
He told me he went back to the cats in the back, the kittens in the back, and made the kittens touch his fucking penis. Like he literally bought a kitten from Farm and Fleet just to make the fucker touch himself.
What the fuck?
Yes, he literally had his dad buy him a cat just so he could like have sex with a cat every night. That's how dumb this fucker is. He literally goes in there and buys.
Kid to whip out his Peter in front of a rabbit and try to feed it to it.
Like he literally went into a petting zoo once and like made one of the horses kick him in the stomach so you can see what it feels like.
Oh my god.
That's how fucking dumb this fucker is. Like, he literally built like a fucking... He literally tried to tell me that he could turn a PS4 into a fucking Xbox One game. Like, he said he could put Xbox One games into the PlayStation 4.
I literally had an experience with Farley like that. He was like trying to say, that he could... That he could, make his Xbox One have a fucking... AV HDMI cord, and it was the most photoshopped bullshit I've ever seen. I was like, Farley, you can't hook an an AV cable. You can't hook like a HDMI from your console to the AV cables into your TV. That doesn't work. I was like, that's two negatives. I was like, that's how the power source works. You can't like do that. And he's like, no, I'm gonna do it. And he had to get an HDTV because it didn't work.
Yeah, like I remember that. He's dumb as hell.
I even told him, I was like, dude,
He tried to hook up
Xbox
his Xbox to a fucking box TV.
Yeah, that's what he did. He's like, yeah, the CRT. If you switch the channels and flip through, you can get to the component, and that's where you put the AVs in.
I remember when he tried to tell me, that when he went on vacation to Canada one year, and that him and his dad stayed in like an RV or something. They tried to travel to Canada in an RV, and like he said that his dad had his like he brought his dad's girlfriend and his daughter. His dad his dad's wife he married had a daughter, and the daughter had like his daughter when Farley was like when Farley was 15. His wife's daughter was 10, and he forced the little girl to have sex with him in the camper while they were driving it in the back in the bathroom because they shared rooms.
What?
Yeah, bro, that's literally what he did. He literally forced a 10-year-old to give him a hand job. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, that sounds like Farley, but...
Like, who does that? Like, a person that's 5 years younger than you in 3rd grade. Like, literally...
2 guys here. They can't attack me, but they'll probably shoot me.
Like, honestly, like, that makes me want to beat his ass. Because, like, you shouldn't do that to a 10-year-old. He said the 10-year-old was, like...
How old was he when this happened?
He was 15.
Jesus.
Like, that's how pathetic he is. Like, he literally wanted a 10-year-old to give him a hand job. And he said, like, he was in there from freak shit and, like, slapped her upside the face. And, like, wanted him to call her fucking his dad. He's like, call me Dustin Adams. He's like, call me Ohio Oil Rigger. I'm like, what is your deal? Like, he wanted to call him fucking Bass.
Shaded for you too?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, either way, they would have tried to shoot you. Because they're all in a gang, I can tell.
Like, honestly, bro, like, he pissed me off. Like, he been pissed me off lately. Like, he always tries to fight me, bro, and, like, I'm just straight up, like, telling him, like, he ain't gonna do shit. Like, I literally fucking punched him in the fucking, like, Peter once so hard that his fucking balls went in his stomach again. Like, he literally calls his penis, like, he calls his penis the fucking Red Rocket. Like, he says he has crabs down there, but they're almost as big as lobsters. Like, he has to dig them out with a fucking, like a lobster trap, like lobster cages down there. That's how big his crabs are, because he has lobsters down there. Like, he's that fucking crazy, bro. Like, honestly, bro, like, that's how dumb this fucker is.
I didn't even get to listen up to the fuck I got talk. Thank God those guys are off the map for now. We better exit while we can, because when the timer goes up and these online players are back, they're gonna fucking shoot us, guaranteed. That's their horses, too.